Welcome back to the next edition of DDO 10-minute tips. Alright, this is part 2 of Misery's Peak, the final quest, or the final adventure, for us to be able to get off of Korthos Island and over to Eberron. So I'm not going to show you the whole adventure, I'm just going to show you bits and pieces of it, and just let you know about a few things. Okay, so here we are, ready to talk to Lars. And he starts telling us you can go through and ask those questions, but we're just going to get right to it. Okay. So he opens passageway for them to go through to do their part, and opens a passageway for us to do ours. Now, these don't make the best fighters. That's why I brought a fighter along. Let him bear the brunt. Alright, so that's the first encounter. There are many encounters, so I'm going to pause it here and work through to the next spot where I'm going to have something to inform you of. Okay, now thieves should stay back as much as possible and do long distance attacks, or skirt around and attack from the outside. Go in and go out. And do as much sneak attacking as possible. Fighters generally will run in. Spellcasters, they will always stay back unless absolutely necessary. I have hirelings just basically to watch my back. Okay, so I'm going to pause and we'll pick up again in a little bit. Okay, there are many ways to open gates, doors, disable traps, and other things. You have valves, switches, levers, and glyphs. We have a ward here that we're not going to be able to get through. So we need to figure out how to do that. Generally, if it's on the floor, you just step on it and boom, it's gone. So we're going to pause and pick up here in a little bit. Now there's also all kinds of puzzles varying in degrees of hardness. Alright, and here's one of them. Alright, 2 crystals. Generally means that there's going to be 2 things we're going to have to accomplish to solve it, or get it to open. Now, in this chamber, I'm just going to let you know that there are 2 levers that we're going to need to throw in order to make it happen. So I'm going to leave it up to you to actually find them. But I'm going to let you know also that pick one direction and stay with it. Keep going that direction. Alright, so off we go. And I'll be back in a little bit. In a previous episode, I told you about monsters that are susceptible to certain magics on items or spells and have resistances. Now, just to let you know, through this adventure, in this part of the adventure, we're going to encounter ice spiders, which are susceptible to fire. And it seems like electricity, which I just happen to have with this crossbow. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I've completed finding the 2 activators for those crystals to open that door. Now, I am way up, and in order for me to find my way back down, it's going to take a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the feather cloak, and it's going to give me 30 seconds to get down, otherwise I'm going to fall. Alright, so here we go. And there's our door. And we're down. So we'll pick up again here in just a little bit. Okay, now learn to watch your tune. When there's no threat, you're going to be relaxed. When there's a threat, they go into a fighting stance. And also, if you noticed, I stayed back and I got the attention of one as it started to come to me. My hireling hit it from the back and got some extra hit point damage. Okay, we're about a third of the way through, and there's the dragon that the others are going to distract, stir up, and we're going to keep going. Now, back when we were doing Hayden's Rest, back in the village, I told you that our hirelings can do certain things, and operating levers, switches and things like that is one of them. So I've selected the lever, and I'm going to click this icon here, this button, to tell them to open this door. I'm going to stay back and provide longer range coverage if need be. Okay, now something else you can do if you're going to use ranged weapons is you have the ability to jump and fire. In case you need to, you can do it from hiding behind a barrel or a crate or something. So, alright, on to the next part. Okay, so we're about halfway through. Misery's Peak is a gauntlet, basically, where you go from an in to an out and run into a lot of problems, a lot of monsters, puzzles, picking up quest items. So, I'm just going to let you know, this right here is probably the worst of it. It's coming up because it's going to take part on two sides of the canyon. So, and there goes the dragon, lumbering after our friends. So unless you're a fighter and just want to run through and slug it out, the best thing to do is to establish a beachhead, so to speak, and do long-range attacks, take care of those that come forward, and then move forward with your beachhead. So that's all I'm going to let you know here. Okay, so we're almost done. Looks like a little bit of a coven here. We're actually going to run into an ice flenser. So you want to have fire weapons, to deal with it, because it receives more damage from fire. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to have Virgil open the door, and we see the dragon and the mind flayer that's controlling the dragon. Over here, this must be what we're looking for. Quarry Mind Sunder. So they're going to tough it out for a bit. And we just stand here and watch the show. And we're going to have to break it. Okay. Now that the Quarry Mind Sunder shows up as a target, we go up and try and break it. And there we go. And a little view for you to watch. And the Mind Flayer is done. The dragon is happy. And looks like at least Jeet's made it. Oops. Virgil got locked outside. Okay, so we're done here. You speak with Lars, you can speak with the others as well. Okay, and a portal to take us back. Okay, we did this. Okay, we talked to Reinar. And he thanks us and offers us a trip back to, or over to Eberron. So I'm going to end it here since we went way over time. And we'll pick up again later. Thank you for watching. And remember, my friends, keep your weapons sharp and clean.